Congressional lawmakers are taking aim at TikTok and other social media companies accused of collecting and selling user data with foreign powers. The House Energy and Commerce Committee is discussing two resolutions later today that would target data brokers and ban apps controlled by foreign adversaries like China. Those bills have garnered bipartisan support in the House, with both Democrats and Republicans calling for a crackdown on largely unregulated social media companies. Joining us now is House Energy and Commerce Committee Chair, Congresswoman Cathy McMorris Rodgers. Congresswoman, it's good to have you this morning. Thanks for joining.
Thank you very much. It's great to be with you.
I was thinking about our interview and I said, you know what? She must just go to sleep at night dreaming of a world without TikTok, you know? I mean, how big of a risk does it actually pose to the average American user?
Well, the action that we're taking today is based upon national security threats by apps like TikTok that are controlled by our foreign adversaries like China. And this is a very real threat. We know that TikTok has repeatedly been caught in a lie that it is not controlled by the Chinese Communist Party. We know that they have used their data to their surveillance and the data that they've collected against American journalists, and that's being brought action by the Justice Department right now. We know from internal recordings at TikTok that they say that everything that they collect is seen by China. And so this is to protect Americans from the Chinese Communist Party surveilling, collecting, targeting, and manipulating American user data. We believe that this is a national security threat, and that's why the legislation has garnered the bipartisan support, and we're taking action today to protect Americans.
And when you talk about that collected data, Congresswoman, I mean, give us some concrete examples and how it would keep us safe, because I imagine there are a lot of people watching this right now saying, well, you know, I don't really think I have anything to hide from China. What do you tell them?
Well, we're talking about American user data. So this is data that they use, they collect it, they target, they surveil. This would be your location data. This would be your search history. And even if you don't even have TikTok on your phone, it doesn't mean that they aren't accessing your data. And we know that this is how the Chinese Communist Party treats their own citizens, and they cannot be trusted. They cannot be trusted to safeguard our data or uphold our American values. So this is legislation that's very targeted against foreign adversaries like China to protect Americans. And TikTok has said that this is a ban. It really is their choice as to whether or not they divest from ByteDance, that is controlled by the Chinese Communist Party, or if they decide to operate separately in the United States and do it under our laws.
Yeah, I know this isn't the first attempt at banning TikTok here in the United States, so we'll be following today closely where it all goes from here. Lastly, before I let you go, you know, I know you were elected to Congress back in 2004. You're not running for re-election. I'm just curious, it must be bittersweet. What are you going to miss the most?
You know, it's just been an amazing journey for me, a farm kid from Kettle Falls, to represent the great people of Eastern Washington for the last 20 years. And I'm really going to miss the people. I've just met incredible people. I've been inspired every day by the people of Eastern Washington and the people that I serve alongside here in the House of Representatives. I believe in representative government, and I believe that this great experiment in self-governance is very important. So it's just been such an honor for me to represent the people, and I'm going to miss them the most.
Yeah. What about the sparring, though? I mean, this year has been like unlike any other. Is there part of you that's also ready to to kind of leave it all behind?
Well, you know, I've had the privilege of chairing the House Energy and Commerce Committee. It's an extraordinary committee, and we've been able to lead on not issues not just around privacy and protecting people online, but also on energy solutions, American energy independence. We've led on price transparency and healthcare. So we've been doing important work, and I'm proud of the work that we have done on behalf of the people. And it's just really been a privilege to be able to serve.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll miss all the pesky questions from journalists like myself too. Congresswoman Rodgers, we know it's not over just yet, but I just wanted to take the time to pick your brain on how you were feeling. Thank you for joining me right here on Morning in America.
Good to be with you.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.